Hey friends, if you're experiencing fallen arches or flat feet, I have a great video for you today. I'm going to walk you through the best exercises to fix your feet. Here we go. Welcome back friends, Dr. Josa here to help you move better and feel better. Thanks for tuning into the show today. And if you're new to the channel or haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss it on future videos. Do your feet look like this when you're standing and walking? Pes planus, commonly referred to as flat feet, is a relatively common foot deformity. It is estimated that 20 to 37% of the population experiences some degree of pes planus. This deformity is characterized by the loss of the medial longitudinal arch. The loss of this arch causes the foot to collapse, where we have the foot contact or nearly contact the ground. The heel is angled outward, and this is called overpronation of the foot. The arch of the foot serves as a force dissipator when we are in the weight-bearing position. It's an adaptive, flexible base for the entire body. Dysfunction of the arch complex with overpronation in the weight-bearing position can alter how we walk. It can increase the risk of injury up the chain in the knees, hips, and even the low back. A big supportive structure of the arch is the posterior tibial tendon. This tendon and the corresponding muscle provide support to the arch, as well as provide inversion and plantar flexion motions of the foot. Many people with dysfunction of the posterior tibial tendon can lead to pes planus, or flattening of the feet, where we get that collapsing of the arch and that overpronation of the foot. Specific exercises targeting the foot and ankle can improve your arch, provide better support and stability, and minimize that medial collapse or overpronation in your foot. The first exercise we're going to perform today is in the seated position to activate that foot and the arch. I'm with my beautiful wife Erica today. She's back on the set after a long break. We're going to work on her foot and her arch because she's dealing with flat feet herself, collapsing of the arch. And we're going to work on these exercises today to help her with her arch. So for that first exercise, we're going to perform foot doming in the seated position, working on Erica's foot to improve that control in her arch. In this position here, Erica, what we're going to do, you're going to lift up your arch, keeping your toes and your heel in contact with the ground. So focus on the inside part of your foot. You're going to lift that arch up towards the ceiling, hold 5 seconds, and then you're going to come back down. So working on that arch control in your foot, you're going to lift up towards the ceiling, push down with your toes, keep that heel in contact with the ground, hold 5 seconds, and then come back down. So with this exercise, you're improving control with that arch, minimizing that medial collapse of your arch, controlling that pronation in your foot. Good. Lift up, 5-second hold. Not a lot of movement with this one, but you should feel that tighten up, lift up just slightly, lifting up, feeling that arch lift up towards the ceiling. Perform 5-second holds, 20 repetitions, 2 sets, up to 2 times a day to improve that control in your arch and your foot. To progress from our first exercise, we're going to perform that same doming, that foot doming exercise in the standing position. So progressing from that seated to standing position in that weight-bearing position is going to further enhance that strength and activation of your arch and your foot. So in the standing position, feet shoulder width apart.
Okay.
We're going to lift that arch up towards the ceiling, activating that arch, keeping those toes and the heel in contact with the ground. So lift up, hold 5 seconds, and then come back down. Activating that arch in the standing position is going to further enhance that strength and stability of your arch, minimizing or preventing that collapse, that medial collapse of your arch, and that overpronation of your foot. To further progress that stability and control in your arch, we're now going to incorporate balance activities. So in the standing position, Erica is going to lift her arch up, hold that position. She's going to lift her left foot off the ground to transfer all that weight onto the right side. She's going to hold that position, maintaining that doming in her arch. Hold that position up to 30 seconds, and then she's going to come back down. You can start with hand or finger support on a chair or countertop, and then progress to no hands to further enhance that stability and control in your foot. Perform 2 to 3 sets, 30 seconds on each leg to further enhance that stability and control in your foot. To further enhance strength and stability in that arch and foot, we're going to progress to heel raises in the standing position. In the standing position, we're still going to perform our doming exercise, lifting that arch up. Then we're going to rise up onto our toes, maintaining that doming in our foot. So lift that arch up, Maintain that position and then rise up onto our toes, controlling back down to our heels. So for this exercise, you can hold on to a chair or countertop with your hands, support your weight, perform up to 15 reps, 2 sets, up to 2 times a day. Improve that control and stability in your arch in your foot to fix your flat feet. So if you have a resistance band at home, I'm going to show you a great exercise to further enhance that strength and stability in your foot to further support the inside part of your arch. So with this one, we can loop the band around the inside part of your foot. So Erica, I'm going to loop this around the inside part of your foot. I'm going to hold or anchor, pulling outward with the band. Erica, you're going to pull your foot inward against that resistance. So pull inward, slow and controlled, and then you're going to come back out right to about midline. So pulling that band inward is going to activate that posterior tibialis tendon and muscle to control that foot, control that inside part of your arch, minimize that overpronation in your foot, strengthening and stabilizing. Perform 15 reps, 2 sets, up to 2 times a day. The types of shoe wear and shoe inserts can also help support your arch and your overpronation. If you're looking for a more supportive shoe, look for a stability shoe. Usually this is a running shoe. It's got a hard plastic piece coming across the inside part of the shoe, right about here. This is going to prevent that overpronation and collapsing of your foot as you walk and as you run. You can also look for shoe inserts which have a higher arch. This is also going to help minimize and prevent that overpronation and collapsing of your foot as you're on your feet standing and walking. Thanks for watching today. Perform these exercises to help with your fallen arches and help with your strength and stability in your foot and ankle. If you found today's video helpful, click that like button and the subscribe button so you don't miss it on future videos. I'm Dr. Josa, helping you to move better and feel better.